The trend that I see in microwave is the convergence of computation and connectivity. When you have real-time waveform development, it's a very different design space. How flexible your radio is will matter just as much as how much performance that you provide. I see two general trends in defense technologies. One is the push higher in frequency, the greater bandwidths and more directivity. The other aspect is being able to share the lower frequency bands where we've run out of specific allocations. The military shares spectrum with the rest of society, but we got to figure out more specifically how we're going to interoperate. The Spectrum Collaboration Challenge, something we call SC2, asks if we had hundreds of radios all on top of each other, how are we going to figure out how to be smart enough to get along? You've got a couple of large companies and then a lot of universities as well. One of the teams is a single person. That's a pretty unique collaboration that we call it. It starts with the virtual RF network, which allows us to plug hundreds of radios in, or we can role play how they would interact in thousands of scenarios. One of the things we learned was that hyperreactivity is a really bad way to engage with the spectrum. Saying, I'm going to move out of my way, oh, I'm now in someone else's way, I got to get out of their way, is actually not the right way to go. When we looked at sort of the human interactions, you and I share 10 kilohertz and below of audio spectrum. We dynamically interoperate. MTT truly was the inspiration for this challenge to explore the depth of the electromagnetics and the component work that MTT is uniquely good at. Boston holds a special place in my heart. It's been the epicenter of microwave development since the beginning of microwaves. It feels right to have MTT and IMS converge there. IMS is still where the best microwave and RF components are released. I think a lot of the changes, the core root principle advancements are coming from the MTT community. There's other conferences that do a lot of wireless, how you use wireless, not how you change wireless.